How the industrial Internet of Things impacts asset management. Well, joining us today to speak about that, Ralph Rio, Vice President, ARC Advisory Group. Ralph, welcome.
Thank you.
Ralph, I think it's fair to say that the industrial Internet of Things is the major focus of the forum this year. Well, let's drill down into that and speak specifically about how IIoT impacts or affects asset management. What would you say?
Well, in the area of asset management, one of the big issues is unplanned downtime. So IIoT combined with analytics so that data is analyzed helps determine when a piece of equipment is going to fail, kind of predict it, when things are starting to go bad. You know, there may be some vibration, a bearing has got a little bit of a problem. Before it totally fails and causes the equipment to fail, you're notified of that and you can take corrective action before it actually fails. So in the case of the bearing, some kind of alert is sent to somebody so that they know there's a problem and can take corrective action.
Takeaway from that, I guess, is that the benefit, or certainly a main benefit, is that there is less downtime. Is that fair to say?
Yes, yeah. The unplanned downtime has very serious ramifications because if the equipment isn't running, you can't make product, and it impacts revenue. Also, you don't meet the production schedule, so as a result, you know, there's a customer satisfaction issue because shipments aren't made on time. So this is a rather dramatic effect on the top line that certainly gets C-suite attention. If you're not shipping product, you're not making revenue, that usually gets their attention and not so nice feedback.
Well, what are some of the other issues about downtime that make it so undesirable? Repairs, other costs involved. Walk us through just what are the problems that you are likely to encounter.
Yeah, there's some very other significant areas that are more operationally based. For example, if a small issue with, for example, that bearing, or take something like a car, which you may be more familiar with. When that oil light goes on, now that's telling you to add some oil, so that's $25 worth of oil perhaps. Well, if you don't do that, that $25 problem quickly cascades into an engine seizing, and you have a major overhaul of the engine, which costs $5,000. So one part of it is this preventing the cascade from occurring, so you solve the problem early before it becomes a huge expense. The other part of it that's operational oriented is you have work in process inventory. Now, in many industries, that inventory is lost, particularly in the process industries, pharmaceutical and stuff like that. You have to scrap all the work in process inventory because of the nature of that production process. And that, of course, is very costly. And you've got the lost labor that goes along with that.
I want to turn to EAM software, Enterprise Asset Management Software. The question is, how is that affected by the industrial Internet of Things? Walk us through that, if you
Sure. So we talked a little bit about predictive maintenance, which is using analytics and IIoT to generate an alert. Well, what do you do with the alert? If you don't take any action to do a repair, the equipment is going to fail as predicted. Not a good thing. So what happens is the alerts get sent to a maintenance planner who then evaluates them and converts them into a work order. So you essentially get kind of a closed loop. There's equipment, problem was identified, it generates an alert, work gets done on the equipment to prevent the failure.
Field service management, I guess same question. There must be an impact there from this phenomenon, IoT. What would you say that is?
Yeah, so just first to contrast EAM with field service management. In the case of enterprise asset management, you're almost always dealing with assets that are co-located with the maintenance department. It's usually internal assets. In the case of field service, the assets are widely distributed, and typically it's some customers' assets. So you are maintaining assets on their site location. Now mobility becomes very important, how to get to the site in a timely manner. And what's happening here is people are starting to add this IoT and predictive, the analytics to preventative maintenance on the equipment that's at the customer site. So in effect, the maintenance people know the condition of equipment better than the end customer. And they can solve a problem before it blows up into a major issue for them. And that has, for equipment manufacturers, that has vastly improved customer satisfaction. They are not getting surprises, unplanned downtime, and stuff like that. The equipment manufacturer can send out a maintenance tech, usually from a local dealer, to repair the problem before it becomes an issue. Huge improvement in customer satisfaction and reorders of the equipment.
Ralph, it seems to me that you have made the case for the benefits of the industrial Internet of Things here. Listen, I know you're busy here at the forum, but you found time to sit down and speak with us and walk us through this important area. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
It's Ralph Rio, ARC, speaking with us today about the benefits, the impacts of the industrial Internet of Things on the enterprise, on asset management. Thank you for watching.